think I'm an idiot?
And it feels so good. Oh yeah. And it feels so good.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's SW Boston here, bringing you another YouTube video here on Saturday. When it gets uploaded, it's gonna be Saturday instead of Friday. But anyway, it's my NHL series. Only 6 games this week, as we are moving into the Winter Classic this week. We have games against St. Louis, Buffalo, and a home-and-home series with Ottawa before we get right into the Winter Classic. I'm excited to get this series, this episode done with, so I can move into the Winter Classic. It's going to be a huge, huge game. Huge episode in the series. So it's going to be very special, probably a lot longer than normal. But let's jump right into these games and see how I did before the Winter Classic break.
So here we go in our first game of the week, playing the Pittsburgh Penguins. In Pittsburgh, we come around, score early in the game to make it 1-0. That is Vladimir Tarasenko scoring to keep his hot streak going. We will then move on with another Vladimir Tarasenko goal on a nice pass from Steven Stamkos to make it 2-0. And it looks like we're cruising on the Pittsburgh Penguins early in this game. And we'll extend our lead to 3-0 as a pass comes across to Steven Stamkos, who buries the slapper to make it 3-0. And we're running away with this game, right? Wrong, as the Pittsburgh Penguins will come back and score 4 straight goals to make it 4-3 them into the third period, where we would have to make a comeback. And a comeback we would make as you watch this slapper go in by Steven Stamkos, a great feed from Vladimir Tarasenko over to Steven Stamkos, who buries it high blocker side. And this comeback is on after Pittsburgh just turns it on the next 2 periods and takes the lead, and we come down. Connor McDavid with a nice toe drag to go glove side and beat him 4-4. We'd end up going into overtime here after this beautiful toe drag. And let's take another look at it as he comes down the left side. Connor McDavid uses his speed, gets around the defenseman, shows and goes, toe drag, snaps it inside the post to make it 4-4. Great move by the young rookie, the toe drag, and score. We'll go into overtime where we win a face-off. Boom. One back to the point. He toes it up, slaps it through some traffic in the net, and we win that game 5-2, 5-4 in overtime over the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we move on to face the New Jersey Devils. We're already down 1-0. Jacob Trouba just throws one at the net, and it goes in. Good things happen when we throw the puck at the net. Jacob Trouba scores to make it 1-1. Still 1-1. We have a puck thrown at the net. Some good effort here. Picks up his rebound, tosses it across, and a goal scored by Hunter Shinkaruk, who gets one of his early goals of the season. And here's still 2-1. Slapper gets blocked, comes back to him, rebound throws at the net, just kind of goes 5-0 on the goalie after get deflected, and that's Jaromir Jagr. Always in the right space at the right time. He's staying hot early in this season. That's all we need to beat the New Jersey Devils, which we win 6-2. We play St. Louis next, and we're down 1-0 when Jacob Trouba tees one up from the point and scores high blocker side on Braden Holtby, who usually shuts us down to make it 1-1. And we move on later in the first period, now down 2-1. We have a carry down the side, passes across, and a score by Hunter Shinkaruk, who scored in 2 straight games. Nikolai Ehlers and Hunter Shinkaruk on the penalty kill makes it 2-2. And we would move on later in the game. Tough first couple periods for the Bruins, but we persevere through. We're now down 3-2 when Steven Stamkos comes in, makes a beautiful deke inside, and snipes high blocker side just under the bar to make it 3-3. Now, here we are with Jerome McGinley breaking down the side. He comes in on the breakaway, goes backhand forehand, and beats Braden Holtby to the spot. I'm going to take another look at this one. As Jerome McGinley starts it off with a nice defensive play, poking it away from the person on the Blues, comes down the breakaway, protects the puck, backhand forehand, slides it into the net. We'd go on to win this game 9-4 over St. Louis. And we move on to face Buffalo in our next game. Vladimir Tarasenko gets stuffed, picks up the puck, turns high glove side just under the bar. Vladimir Tarasenko stays hot to make it 1-0 Bruins in the first period. We continue to score as we get a hold up here by Hunter Shinkaruk. He comes around the back of the net, finds Michael Ryder wide open, who just taps it in past Henrik Lundqvist, the King, to make it 2-0 Boston. And we wouldn't stop there. Moving on to this later in the first period, right off the faceoff, Steven Stamkos comes, holds it a little bit longer than normal, shoots it high blocker side to make it 3-0, And that's all we need against Buffalo Sabres. We win 5-2 in this game. 3 goals in the first period really helps out your team. And we're going to take another look at this one as Steven Stamkos wins the faceoff, gets it back, fakes backhand, goes forehand, goes around another defender, uses him as a screen, just snaps it in on Lundqvist. It's a good area to be shooting from high slot. And we move on to face the Ottawa Senators in Ottawa at a home right before the Winter Classic. And Vladimir Tarasenko pulls up, gets a deflection, and goes 5-hole in the goalie to make it 1-0. A little bit of lady luck 2 minutes into the game for us. And we went down there as we'd pick up a puck, Marian Gaborik back in the net to Jaromir Jagr, who just tucks it in 5-hole far post. And that's 2-0 Bruins still in the first period. And we go on again, a curl out of the corner, pass across, and a score by Nikolai Ehlers to make it 3-0. We'd go on to win that game 9-2. That's all we'd need. And we face Ottawa again right before the Winter Classic at home. And it's Michael Ryder this time. Michael Ryder curls out of the corner like Steven Stamkos usually does, shoots a high blocker and scores. And a great play here by Vladimir Tarasenko coming back on defense, picks off the puck, a stick lift as Jonathan Drouin, who gets injured right before the Winter Classic. But Vladimir Tarasenko pots it high blocker side this time to make it 2-2. And we move on to the third period. Some gritty play right here. Goes around the back of the net, passes in front. Score by Dylan Larkin to make it 3-2. And we'd move on here later in the game. A pickup after a turnover. Just kind of throws at the net and it goes in. Jack Eichel would get credit for that goal, kind of just throwing it at the net and it goes in. And we'd win that game 5-2 over the Ottawa Senators. Actually, it'd be 6-3 over the Ottawa Senators. We potted a couple extra goals, and they get 1. Make it 6-3 heading into the Winter Classic. It's going to be a huge game against the Montreal Canadiens. Winter Classic episode coming up next at you guys.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we go 6-0 on this week before the Winter Classic with some big wins and overtime win over Pittsburgh, so we're still on our stride. We're still winning a lot of games. We haven't lost in probably 2 or 3 episodes, which is massive. So that's going to be, moving forward, a big momentum shift for us moving into the Winter Classic on January 1st against the Montreal Canadiens at Gillette Stadium. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you like to stay up to date with all my videos. I'm back on Monday with another Halo 5 SWAT video. If I don't put out another Gears of War 4 montage over the weekend. So anyway, this is SW Boston, guys. Have a great day.
Let's go!